Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some plant chores, so please keep watching. Here's my largest XO, and here's my baby Monstera albo. It's my Monstera Stanleyana I just repotted. So here is my Manjula pothos on a moss pole. I'm going to be extending her moss pole and finding a new place to sit her. Look at her leaves. All right, let's go. Look at those leaves. I really want to repot her, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that today since I'm going to be changing up her location. I'm just going to go ahead and extend her moss pole. This is the pot she's currently living in, and she is very, I don't know if you can see that, she is very happy in here. So I'm going to add this plant stake for the extension. I think this is a 4-foot moss pole. This should give her enough room to attach a new moss pole. I actually hope she's happy in her new location, wherever that's going to be. When I first got this plant, she was in a 8-inch pot. I was trying to figure out why is she in such a big container, because she only had like maybe 4 or 5 vines, and I was like, let me put her in something else. So I go ahead and put her in something else and realize that she started acting up. So I took her out of her 8-inch pot and gave her a new pot, much smaller, because I knew she was going to be indoors. She didn't need all that soil because she wouldn't be able to retain all the water, and she started dying. So I ended up having to save her. I took her out of the pot, reevaluated her soil situation, and I gave her a moss pole, which she has now, and she started growing pretty well and attaching. I was actually very shocked. Let's see here. I hope I'm getting this good enough here. I don't even think you're going to be able to see. So right now I'm just attaching the existing moss pole to this new stake, this new plant stake, so it can be stable before I go ahead and add the new moss pole. I'm not sure if I'm going to remove the old stake right now because it's kind of wrapped up in the plant's roots, and she's going to need her roots. So here we go. She looks a little wonky. I'm going to fix that. I think I'm going to have to sit her on the floor to finish this extension because she is very tall. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see me add the moss pole. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, so here's my repotted, well, here's the moss pole extension on my Manjula pothos. Here's the extended pole. Probably can't see it. Here's the extended pole. She is sitting on the floor. And this is how tall I am. Hopefully I can keep this moss pole nice and moist. It's very small, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm actually going to add a humidifier in here just for the summer, maybe just to kind of keep some of these moss poles moist for a little bit longer. I normally don't like to use I normally don't like to use humidifiers because, you know, it's a lot of work to keep up with. But I'm going to try to see if it'll help with the poles because I am watering them very often. So. Okay, I'm going to unbox this humidifier I have. It's been sitting here. I'm a little too embarrassed to say how long I've had it. It's a replacement for one that stopped working. So let me go ahead and unbox it and kind of try to get it set up for these plants. I hate our tape. And the only thing I don't like about this humidifier is that it's actually a bottom fill. But it does connect to Wi-Fi. You can set the humidity at whatever you like and it'll keep that consistent humidity. So yeah, like I said before, I had this before and I don't know what happened, but it just stopped working. The company was very reasonable and sent me a replacement free of charge. Let's see if I can get it out without breaking it. I can be very lazy when it comes to humidifiers because I am not very good at keeping them filled with water. I actually have one upstairs in my home. It's a different brand. I got it on Amazon. And you can do the same thing as far as setting the humidity on it and it maintaining that level of humidity in the house, maintaining that humidity in the room. The only thing is it does not connect to Wi-Fi. But what I do like about it is it also has a heat setting to it. So in the winter, if I want to, I can actually turn the humidifier on and increase the heat that comes out with the water. It does run out of water a little bit quicker, but you know what? Sometimes when your plants are kind of struggling in the winter, it's kind of worth it. So can you see her? So what I'm gonna do is remove the top. So And it has 2 directions that it kind of spits out the humidity when it's on. It also has a top handle to the humidifier. So even though it's bottom filling and I don't care about that, I can just lift it up like this. And it has a reservoir at the bottom, and you just, let me see. You just loosen this up and fill it with water right here. So I have filled her with water, and right now I'm going to go ahead and add her to her reservoir. The water that is in the tank is going to fill up into the reservoir. I'm going to try to figure out where to plug her in because I really don't know if I even have enough outlets to add her where I want to, but I'm going to figure that out. So one second. So I found one outlet that I can add her to, and I'm going to go ahead and try to put her behind this plant, which is probably going to be a disaster trying to refill her, but I think it's the best location, so we'll deal with that the next time I have to fill her up. Okay. So I'm gonna move my Philodendron Dark Lord. See, this is my life. Starting to wonder if this is a very bad idea. I have the absolute worst luck. And I'm extremely clumsy. So let me bring you in closer to show you how I have her, well, where I have her set up. And I will put my Dark Lord back over there if I have the room and if I can deal with the trauma of almost dropping 3 plants. So let me move another plant out the way and see if she will let me be great. So this is where she's going to be set up. I'm going to go ahead and turn her on. And I need to grab my phone. I forgot to add her little top, which controls the direction of the water. I don't know if you can see this grow light here, this tall one, but it actually has a water rating, so the humidity from the humidifier sitting right next to it should not bother it or make it short out or stop working for any reason. So I'm gonna open up my phone and see if I can go ahead and connect her on the app. So the app is actually called VSync, I believe. And I'm gonna add a new device. Searching for devices. Now it's telling me to press and hold the Wi-Fi button. Indicator is flashing, so she's connecting to the app. I will select my Wi-Fi and connect. It has a firmware update automatically, so I'm gonna let it do that so I don't have to worry about it later. In my experience, when all these Wi-Fi devices have these firmware updates, sometimes you have to go back and reconnect them. So I'm gonna let her do that. Let me tell you, I just broke a leaf on my Philodendron Mexicana, my favorite plant, and I'm trying not to cry. But I'll get over it. That's really sad though. So right now it has successfully updated. So right now you can see the current humidity is at 64%. I want the target humidity to be at 60. But that's her, and I'm not sure if you can even see her humidity. But if you don't want to use her on Wi-Fi, you can also hit the power button and it will change the level of humidity if you don't want it set to any certain number, if you just want it to go whenever you want it to go. But I prefer to keep it on the Wi-Fi. Okay. I think I vacuumed my floors like maybe constantly. As you can see, I make such a big mess. I'm gonna move her over. And this is my favorite plant, the Dark Lord. And you see, I just almost risked it all to move her out the way. This is my #1 favorite plant, and my second favorite plant is my Philodendron Mexicanum. I don't know if you can see her. She is so big. I got her when she was really little, but anyway, she's so tall. And now I'm going to add my Atabapoense back to the mix and see if she'll sit over here and act right. Because everybody's trying to show out for the camera right now. Look at that leaf. It's so beautiful. Can you see it? Anyway, she has a whole lot of moss. But this is officially all the plant chores I have for the moment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching.